Welcome student, myself Dr. Vishnu Mohanty, Faculty of Physics, Bose Cuttack. In the last class of simple harmonic motion, I had given some problem numerical based upon the theory of associated simple harmonic motions. Now today we will discuss that problem I had given in the last class and also additional questions based upon the simple harmonic motions. Okay, in the last class I had given the problem that when a particle executes association has a time period capital T. Find the time taken by the particle to travel from mean position to half of the amplitude. This is the amplitude of association. What is the time taken by the particle to travel from mean position to half of the amplitude, that is r by 2. So one oscillation means this is the one oscillation time taken to travel one oscillation, that is called time period. One oscillation means the time on oscillation, time period T. So half oscillations T by 2. 1/4 oscillation T by 4. But if you ask the students what is the time taken to half of the amplitude travel from mean position to half of the amplitude, some of the students will tell T by 8. Because sir, you are telling that this is T, this is T by 4, this is T by 4, this is T by 2, this is T by 4, then half of the amplitude is T by 8. But this is not correct. So how to calculate the time taken by the particle to travel from mean position half of the amplitude? I had given the expression for the displacement of a particle executed in the last class. That is y is equal to r sin omega t. Y is always measured from the mean position. Most important point, displacement always measured from the mean position. So in this case, y is equal to r by 2. So y is equal to r by 2, that is equal to r sin omega into t. So r is the amplitude, because at the half of the amplitude, that is y is equal to r by 2. So r are cancelled, that is sin omega t is equal to 1 by 2, that is equal to sin pi by 6, 30 degree. So omega t is equal to pi by 6. Omega is equal to 2 pi by capital T is equal to pi by 6. Cancel. So that is equal to T by small t, that is equal to omega 2 pi by, that is equal to T by T divided by 12. Small t is equal to T by 12. Okay. So this is the time taken by the particle to travel from mean position to half of the amplitude is equal to T by 12. So again question is that what is the time taken by the particle to travel from half of the amplitude to the extreme position? Because total time from mean position to extreme position T by 4. So already I have proved that the time taken by the particle to travel from mean position to the half of the amplitude, that is equal to T by 12. Now what is the time taken by the particle to travel from mean position, half of the amplitude to the extreme position, half of the amplitude to the extreme position, that is equal to T by 4 minus T by 12, that is T by 4 minus T by 12 is found to be T by 4 minus T by 12, that is equal to T by T dash is equal to 12 into T 3T minus T, that is equal to 2T by 12, that is equal to T by 6. So in this problem we have concluded that whenever the particle will execute association, its time taken for one oscillation is T, time taken for half of the oscillation is T by 2, time taken by the particle to travel from mean position to extreme position, that is t by 4. Time taken by the particle to travel from mean position to half of the amplitude, that is equal to t by 12. And half of the amplitude to the extreme position is t by 6. And also half of the from extreme position to half of the amplitude is t by 6, same time. And also time taken by the particle to travel from extreme half of the amplitude to the mean position, half of the amplitude to the mean position is also t by 12. Okay, so this is the regarding the time taken by the particle from one point to another point. Okay, next problem is number 1 problem based on the simple harmonic motion, that is the if the particle, very small problems I am giving. So if a particle executes simple harmonic motion of time period 8 seconds and amplitude is 0.8 meter, that is 0.4 meter, find the maximum velocity and acceleration of the particle. Find the maximum velocity and acceleration of the particle. How will calculate it? Very small problem, simple problem I am giving. So if a particle executes such a time period is capital T, so given that solution, so time period capital T is equal to 8 seconds and amplitude is r is equal to 0.4 meter. Find the maximum velocity and acceleration, maximum acceleration. So the maximum velocity and maximum acceleration. Maximum velocity and maximum acceleration. So you know that the expression for the velocity of a particle excitation V is equal to omega into r square minus y square, and velocity will maximum at the mean position. At the mean position, already I had given in the last class. At the mean position, y is equal to 0. So maximum velocity is maximum. That is v is equal to omega into r, y is equal to 0. So this is the maximum velocity. You just put it. So omega is equal to 2 pi by t. T is the time period. So maximum velocity is equal to v max is equal to, you have to calculate the maximum velocity, that is equal to omega is equal to 2 pi by capital T into small r. So 2 pi by capital T is 8 seconds, that is equal to small r is equal to, that is the amplitude, this is the amplitude of a section, that is 0.4. So this is the maximum velocity we can calculate. So by solving it, we can get the maximum velocity. Next is maximum acceleration. You know the acceleration at from any displacement y from the mean position in SH of A is equal to minus omega square y. Already given the information that negative means the displacement and acceleration are in opposite direction. The displacement and acceleration are in opposite direction. So A magnitude is equal to acceleration magnitude is equal to A is equal to omega square y. A acceleration is maximum at the extreme position. So at the extreme position, y is equal to r. So A is equal to omega square into r. So this is the maximum acceleration. So you know that omega is equal to 2 pi by capital T whole square into small r. So that is equal to 4 pi square divided by t square into small r. That is equal to 4 pi square, and capital T, value of capital T is equal to 8 second. That is 8 square into small r is 0.4. So this is the maximum unit is meter per second, and this is the meter per second square. So this is the maximum acceleration. You can get maximum acceleration. This is the maximum velocity. Next, number 2 problem. A particle exudes SHM has a maximum velocity 1 meter per second and maximum acceleration 1.57 meter per second square. Calculate the time periods. Exactly, it is just twisting the question, very simple question. I am giving on the simple equation. Numericals is very simple. So the maximum velocity particle SHM 1 meter per second and maximum acceleration is 1.5 meter per second square, 1.57. So already I am giving the last problem. So V max is equal to number 2 problem, solution of number 2. V max maximum velocity of a particle SHM, you know that V is equal to omega into R. And maximum velocity is given that 1 meter per second and this is 1 meter per second. So, and a maximum acceleration of the particle SHM is 1.57 meter per second square. So, maximum acceleration A max is equal to omega square into R. Then calculate the time periods. Its value is equal to 1.57 meter per second square. Calculate the time periods. So how to calculate the time periods? Just divide it. A max by B max is equal to omega square R by omega R. R cancel and this is omega. And A max is equal to 1.57 divided by V max is equal to 1, that is equal to omega, and omega is equal to, which implies omega is equal to 2 pi by capital T is equal to 1.57. So capital T time period is equal found to be 2 pi into 1.57. This is second. So this is the time period of particle. So this is the solution of number 2 problem. So given basing upon the simple harmonic motion. Number third problem. That is a very interesting problem, and this problem is many times asked in any competitive examination also. So a particle is moving with a SHM along a straight line, has a velocity v1 at a distance x1 from the mean position and has a velocity v2 at a distance x2 from the mean position. Calculate its time periods. So, if a particle executes SHM has a velocity, this is the plus or minus or extreme position, has a velocity, what is given? What is given? We have to just concentrate at the point what is the given in the question. So the velocity, the particle executes SHM, the velocity at a distance x1 from the mean position is v1. So this is the x1. Its particle executes SHM, its velocity from the mean position is v1, and as a velocity x2 at a distance x2, its velocity is v2. A particle executes SHM along this direction, has a velocity v1 at a distance x1 from the mean position and has a velocity v2 at a distance x2 from the mean position. Then calculate its time periods. Time period means time taken for one complete oscillation. So since v1 x1 given, there are two formulas for the velocity, that is v is equal to r omega cos omega t. One formula v is equal to r omega cos omega t, another formula is velocity is equal to omega into r square minus y square. Instead of y, we can write it as x. So since distance x1 from the mean position is velocity v1 at a distance x1 from the mean position, so that is why you have to apply this formula. So v is equal to omega into r square minus y square. So as a velocity v1, this is omega into r square minus y. Instead of y, you can write it as x1. This is the v1 is equal to, we can write it as, so v1 square is equal to omega square into r square minus x1 square. This is equation 1. And has a velocity v2 at a distance x2 from the mean position. So we can add a v2 is equal to omega into r square minus x2 square. So v2 square is equal to omega square into r square minus x2 square. This is equation 2. Only we have to calculate the time periods. That is why just substituting the equation 1 from equation 2. Substituting the equation 1 from equation 2, that is v2 square is equal to omega square into r square minus x2 square. This is equation 2. Just subtract it. So that is v1 minus this is plus. So that is v1 square minus v2 square is equal to minus omega square r square plus omega square cancel. That is omega square into x2 square minus x1 square. Okay, very simple. So v1 square minus v2 square is equal to omega, just substitute the equation 2 from equation 1. This is minus plus, so plus cancel, minus omega square plus omega square cancel. So omega square x2 square minus x1 square, that is omega 2 square is equal to v1 square minus v2 square divided by x2 square minus x1 square. So we can calculate omega is equal to square root of v1 square minus v2 square divided by x2 square minus x1 square. So omega is equal to, you can write it, omega is equal to 2 pi by capital T. This is the angular frequency. So 2 pi by T is equal to v1 square minus v2 square divided by x2 square minus x1 square. So this is 2t is equal to 2 pi into x2 square minus x1 square divided by v1 square minus v2 square. So this is the expression for the time periods of a particle executing SHM is the velocity at a distance x1 from the mean position is v1 and a velocity at a distance x2 from the mean position is v2, and this is the time taken by the particle to complete one oscillation, that is called the time period. That's the time periods. Okay. Okay.